In this video, we'll talk about Adobe Sign's limited document visibility feature. Limited document visibility allows us to display documents to certain users within the process or within the transaction. If the user has a field, a signature, or initial assigned to them, they will see the document. If they don't, then the document will be hidden from them. Let's take a look at where this option is set. Here I'm set up as a group administrator, so I'll go into Group. And then under your group settings, there'll be an option called Limited Document Visibility, which I've turned on here already. There's also another option here that is by default will be turned on, and that's signers and CCs in my account will also see these files. I've turned that one off for this particular demonstration as well. That way it will be only the people with certain signatures or fields will see the document. Next, let's take a look at the documents that we'll use in this particular demonstration and see how the fields are assigned to the different users. So what I'll do is I'll click on Manage. We'll go into Templates. And I'm going to use two documents in here, plus we'll use a third one that we'll upload from Microsoft Word. So the first one is a partner approval document. This would be a scenario that I'm going to show today is maybe we want to bring on a new supplier or vendor into our organization, and one of the internal employees wants to request that we bring in this employee. So the internal user will create the application. It will then be approved. Then it will go on to the vendor for signing and then come back to the organization for countersigning. So let's go ahead and take a look at the documents that we'll start with. Here is the approval form, and I'll edit that just so we can see what the fields are and how they are assigned. So this is, again, these are just fake documents, but I just wanted to point out in this particular document how we've assigned the fields. What you'll notice is that I've set up 4 different participants over here on the right, and so participant 1 will go and complete the company information, as well as they will sign the document as the preparer at the end. Then the document will go to an internal approver where they will review this information and approve it. And you'll see that I've just set up fields down at the bottom to put the approver's name and date on that document. The approver will not be required to sign it, but when they approve it, their name will automatically get populated in that box. Also, I've added initials up here for the final approver, which is going to be participant 4. The key to this document is that participant 3 does not have any fields, signatures, or initials assigned to them on this particular document. Okay, let's go back and check out the other document. The other document under Templates is going to be our partner agreement. I'll click on Edit on that one. And in the partner agreement, what we'll see is, again, we've got 4 participants identified over on the right, and really in this particular document there will only be 2 participants really dealing with the document. Participant 3 will be required to fill out their own company information. So you can see if I double click on this, this is assigned to participant 3. That will be our external vendor, and they will be required to sign it. Once they sign it, it'll go on to step 4 or participant 4, where they will sign it, as well as they will assign the contract number. But in this case, you'll notice that participant number 2 does not have any fields or signatures on it as well. Okay, so let's click on Save. And lastly, we're going to use a workflow to drive this demonstration today. And I've set the workflow up so that the user can upload a letter that they might want to send along to that particular vendor as well. So here's a copy of the fake letter, and it doesn't really have much on it except for an automatically set date at the top. So what I've done is I've created a field, a text tag that automatically puts a date at the top of the letter and formats it in a specific format. It's currently assigned to signer 3, but because we've got signer 3 as a recipient on here, we're essentially giving them a field, even though they won't have any interactivity with that field because it's set to read only. Notice the exclamation mark at the beginning. But the fact is that we have a field on this particular document that is assigned to the third participant, or signer 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the actual finished product and the workflow itself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Start from Library, click on Workflows, and New Partner Request, and Start. So the document, so the agreement will be loaded, and you'll see that it's already set for myself as being the preparer, and then I just need to go ahead and enter in all of the other recipients that will be participating in this transaction. So here I'll put in Jane Smith is going to be our approver, our vendor will be John Doe, and our partner manager will be Tony Blue. And there we go. So we've got all of our participants in place. You'll notice that Jane Smith is marked as an internal approver and has the approver icon to the left. Down here at the bottom, we've got our files, and we can see that we have a request document, we've got an agreement document, and we also have the option of uploading a letter into our document or into our agreement. So let's click on Add File, and we'll do Choose Files from my computer. I'll grab my welcome letter and we'll click Open. All right, so we've got all of our documents loaded up. We've done a review of the documents. We know how the fields are assigned so far. So let's click on Send. So because I was marked as the first participant, the document will be rerouted to my browser immediately so that I can complete the rest of the information about the company that I would like to bring on board. So here's my approval submission document. I'm going to go ahead and enter in some of the information here. So let's put First Global Suppliers Inc. And here we'll put in years in business, annual revenue, and how many employees they have, what country, sector we'll say is going to be supply chain, and we'll put in their tax identification number. And I'm now finished with my application. I'm going to click on Sign, and it will apply my signature, knowing who I am already. Now, what you'll notice just before I click the Sign button is that because I am the overall sender of this document, the owner of the transaction, you'll see that I've got my first document is called Partner Approval Submission. And then as I scroll down, here's my letter that I uploaded. And as I scroll down even further, here is my agreement application that I want to send to the vendor for final completion. So let's go ahead and click Sign. At this point, my transaction has been officially started, and now it will go to our second participant, who is Jane Smith. So let's go take a look at Jane Smith's email. Jane Smith has now got an email that says approval requested on new partner approval. Came from me today. And so what she'll do is she'll open up her email, and let's go take a look at the actual documents. So again, participant 2 opens up that document. Because participant 2 only has fields on the first document, you'll see that when she gets in here, she'll get to look at the information I entered in and the signature that I have here at the bottom. and really she just has her name. So she can go and add her name in here and then approve. But what you'll notice is as I scroll up and down, she only has the one document to view here. And then she can click on approve. So next, participant 3, or John Doe, the vendor, will get his documents for review, completion, and signing. So here we'll see John Doe's email, signature requested on partner approval, came in today, so he can go ahead and open up that document. It's coming from we.finance, and let's go ahead and open up that document. So participant 3 doesn't get to see anything on the first document because, again, no signatures, initials, or fields were assigned to him. He does get the letter that was automatically generated with the date at the top, and as I scroll through, I can, and really the date that we assigned to signer 3 is only the one driving factor that allows John Doe to be able to see this letter. And so then as we come down, we can now see that he can go ahead and complete this document. So let's go ahead and just enter in some information here for John Doe. We'll put in the new company name. And then we're going to go down here to sign. Now, one of the things that John might also want to do here is upload some additional documentation from their company, whether it could be tax documents or, in this case, maybe a company background as well. So here I'm going to click on attachments, and we're going to go grab an attachment that he can add to that to this package here. So he's uploaded his company background as a PDF, and again, as I scroll up and down, you can see that the third participant can only see the letter and the actual application form and not the approval form that was routed internally. Here we'll click on sign, and now the document will go to our final participant. So let's go ahead and check the email of that final participant, which is Tony Blue. So we'll go into the last email. We'll open that up. And this is our account manager internally, and this person will see all of the documents that were required here. You'll see that because we added an initial block for participant 4, he gets this a first document. He can go ahead and put in his initials here and click apply. And then as we come down, you'll see that he also sees the application form that was completed. He does not see the letter because, of course, he doesn't have any fields on that particular document. He can go ahead and sign. And let's go put in our signature there and click apply. And what you'll also notice is that the document that was uploaded by Tony Blue is visible here as well. And so that is our package that is being set up for final approval. We'll click on sign, and now we've got a fully executed package. So to complete this, let's take a look at the documents that are sent out and are stored within the Adobe Sign dashboard. If we start with John Doe's email, you'll see that he gets a completed new partner approval. And when he opens this up, you can see he's got all of his PDFs are attached over here on the right. And he can also view it by opening up the agreement here. When he looks at the documents that he gets in his final package, you'll see he's got a copy of the letter that was sent, the application form, and of course the uploaded document. Let's go and take a look at the sender's documents. So I was the sender, so I will go to manage, and I should be able to go to completed, and see that I have a new approval that went out. It's now in the completed stages, and I can click on open to view that particular package here in Adobe Sign dashboard. Now, because I was the owner of the transaction again, I should get all of the documents. So here I've got my approval submission that was signed and approved. We've got the letter that was uploaded. We've got the final document that was approved and signed. And then we also get the uploaded attachments as well. So we get the full package. It looks like one document here, but you'll notice that over on the right, if I click on the sidebar over here and say see for more, one of the options I'll have is to be able to download the individual files, where it shows that I'll have 3 separate files that are actually going to be downloaded. So this is limited document visibility by Adobe Sign.